which isn't something that everybody can say. And we have these conversations all the time, so it really is healing. It's a very freeing thing when you, like you go, if you use your whole life for whatever that looks like. I hear my story and your story in a sense of your mom just like using you, and you. I can't say that I said it as nicely as you did. We'll just put it like that, because my mom's an addict, and so I spent my life taking care of her and my siblings, and I did run away from my life because I was tired, I was exhausted, I couldn't be the person who took care of everybody else. I didn't have a childhood because of it, and so with that, that kind of summarizes how I got here. But as far as the backstory, that's really the long and short of it. Is I've been through a really rough and tumble kind of life, broken in the sense of, you know, a lot of my the adults that surrounded me were addicted to drugs, and the similarity between your story and mine is I see my mom and my aunt, who recently passed, who raised me when my mom was in prison. I see their dis-ease from the spirit. I know it's because they didn't do the work. My brother was murdered in '92, and I saw, because I was still so close to God, I was 6, 7 years old, I saw the deterioration. I saw them not grieving and not healing and internalizing, and I saw that eat them away slowly. And so ultimately I had to just take care of myself, otherwise no one would. And so that lent itself to all sorts of things that happened throughout my life. I had sold drugs since I was 11. I did a lot of things to make sure that I could survive, but that also meant I have a lot of work to do to move out of that survival mentality, which is why I say I'm not the person that I was when I came here. It's a huge shift in how I think and what I do and what actions I take, and right now how I speak. You know, so it's a lot of work, and it's an evergreen process, but it helps when you're surrounded by the right people and in the right environment, because like what I said, you can't be in it and see it for what it is until you get outside of it. But I'm here and I'm better. I'm probably the best version that I've ever been of myself a year later. I would have never expected it, but it's been one of the best things that could happen to me. Gives a long and short of it all. You know, one story leads to another story that leads to...
Yeah, just keep going, right? It's all good.
Chris is the nucleus. He's the one that cultivates and guides all of us. But within our own healing, we all have keys to be able to help each other heal. But he has cultivated us to get outside of our own pride, ego, selfishness, to be able to see that it's bigger than just us, bigger than just our own individual journeys and the people that we are connected to, the responsibility that we have.
And hold each other accountable.
Absolutely.
The responsibility we have to ourselves to heal our own bullshit so we can help other people is the biggest thing.
Yes.
To get out of our own way.
How we help each other is we keep it real with each other. You know what I'm saying? The hardest things you may hear in life are the things that will free you the most. But somebody has to first love you enough to tell you the truth. I wouldn't want to be any other place but someplace with a group of people that don't just succumb to what it is that I want to do or what I like, but are free enough themselves to be honest with me and tell me the truth, because that grows me and that heals me.
That's love.
Absolutely.
You have fire in your eyes.
Phoenix.
Watch out, she's got a fire.
That's the Phoenix rising you see.
Yeah.
No, that's that
She's-
speaker of
I was
truth.
about to say
Yeah.
she's burnt up a lot of who she was, and I can tell you from being the most recent edition and me only having been here and hearing the stories that I hear of what she's gone through and been through and said and done, and I wouldn't recognize her. I wouldn't have recognized her. Knowing her now, I can't even imagine that she was that person, like at all. That's that fire that you see. She's been burnt up through that already.
Yeah. That strength. That
That's
power.
God, and that's
Yeah.
being in a place of being and staying humble. You know what I'm saying? Being vulnerable and transparent with people. To me, that's the only way that you can touch anybody. And I know that for me, a lot of my lessons came through Chris, and I know that he never likes to take full credit for things, but God works through people, and he's a vessel of that, a conduit of that, and God uses him well because he's submissive and he's obedient to his spirit. So why wouldn't I want to connect with a person that is that close to God? Would that not make me God as well? So if you have a perfect example before you, why would you not follow that completely? That's what changed my life, to be able to see God within a person and not just a person. You see? To see God in each of us, to see God in us. And to talk to that, because if you can speak to a person and tell them the truth about something that is very difficult for you to even say to them, imagine what any negative energy within them is doing. It's shook up. It has to let them go. So they have to make a decision. Either I'm going to let it go, or I'm going to stay there with it and remain negative, or I'm going to grow and raise my vibration. So that's doing the work. There's a lot of work to be done.
Healing is ugly as fuck. It's uncomfortable because you sit with yourself, you sit with your shit. Don't nobody want to sit in shit. Don't nobody want to be around shit. Like, let's just be honest. It's just.
But it's rewarding.